Good evening. Welcome to NZI News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the New Zealand stock market and key developments in the corporate world. I'm your host, Jessica, and it's Monday, the 30th of September, 2024. Today, we have an important update from Vulcan Steel Limited, dual listed on the ASX and NZX under the ticker symbol VSL. We will also be looking at some interesting developments with Being AI under the ticker symbol BAI. Let's start by looking at the major update from Vulcan Steel this month. On September 25th, 2024, the company issued 376,820 fully paid ordinary shares as a result of performance share rights being exercised under their 2022 Long-Term Incentive, or LTI plan. These shares were issued to key company executives and employees as part of their performance-related compensation, which aligns with Vulcan's strategy to reward its top management. This was done without further disclosure to investors under Section 708A, 5E of the Corporations Act 2001 CTH, and they filed this notice with both the ASX and NZX on the day of issuance. But that's not all. According to Vulcan's Appendix 2A filing, this share issuance ties directly into the company's performance-related strategy, reinforcing their commitment to growth and value creation. Vulcan's board of directors authorized this release, and it's in line with the company's compliance with Chapter 2M of the Corporations Act, as well as Sections 674 and 674A. For some context, Vulcan has been proactive in aligning management goals with shareholder interests through these equity-based incentives. The 376,820 shares were issued following the vesting of rights from Vulcan's long-term incentive plans for the financial year, ending June 30th, 2022. These rights were originally granted as performance-based rewards to key executives and management team members. On the same note, it's important to mention the Appendix 3G filing, which outlined the issuance of additional performance share rights in 2023. In total, the company issued 810,678 unlisted performance share rights, further increasing shareholder engagement through long-term equity-based incentives. Notably, this batch included a substantial allocation to CEO Rhys Jones and other key management personnel. These updates fall in line with Vulcan's strong operational year and come on the heels of a final dividend payout announcement for fiscal year 2024. Vulcan declared a 12 cents dividend per share, reflecting a yield of 1.61% for investors. This demonstrates the company's solid financial health, despite volatility in the global steel markets. So, why is this relevant to investors today? The issuance of these shares is a direct signal of Vulcan's commitment to incentivizing its leadership and driving value over the long term. It's also a sign that the company is confident in its future growth and stability. By using equity as a compensation tool, Vulcan ensures its leadership is focused on delivering results that benefit all stakeholders. For investors, it's crucial to consider how this affects your portfolio. On one hand, issuing more shares can dilute ownership, but on the other, it incentivizes top performance from key leaders, which in turn could lead to better stock performance over time. Additionally, investors should watch the October 2024 dividend payout. This may create more liquidity in the stock, but the key will be to monitor Vulcan's performance in the broader industrial and steel sectors, where global demand fluctuations could impact stock value. Vulcan Steel is positioning itself for long-term success with a clear strategy focused on rewarding performance, driving growth, and maintaining shareholder value. If you're holding Vulcan stock or thinking of investing, keep an eye on how these developments play out in the final quarter of 2024. In another major update, Being AI is extending its deadline for the acquisition of Spectrum Consulting Limited. The company had originally set conditions for this acquisition, but now they've extended the deadline for satisfaction of these conditions to 5 p.m. on October 4th, 2024. An update on this acquisition is expected by the end of the week, so investors should stay tuned. Being AI has received 477,711 new share subscriptions under its Share Purchase Plan, SPP, and General Offer. The company's leadership has expressed their gratitude for the support from their small but growing base of retail shareholders. The general offer has garnered additional interest from third-party investors, so Being AI has decided to extend the acceptance period for applications until 5 p.m. on October 11th, 2024. This extension offers more opportunities for investors to participate in the offer at a price of 60 cents per share. More information below. The positive reception from investors highlights growing confidence in Being AI as they continue to expand. The company expects its shareholder base to grow as more investors become familiar with their business activities and vision for the future. As a reminder to potential investors, Being AI's board advises everyone to seek professional financial, legal, or tax advice before making any investment decisions. Investors in New Zealand are witnessing exciting growth across diverse sectors, from industrial to technology. The decisions you make now, in either Vulcan Steel or Being AI, could position you for strong gains depending on how these companies navigate their next steps. Before we end, a quick update on the trend by Fisher Paykel Healthcare, which opened today at $32.30, continuing a downward trend that has persisted since about mid-September. This decline has raised concerns among investors, who are watching how the company navigates a challenging economic landscape. Despite the company's solid fiscal outlook earlier this year, broader market conditions and concerns about future growth have put pressure on FPH's stock. Since the market opened after the weekend, FPH has struggled to regain its previous highs, reflecting an ongoing volatility in the healthcare sector. Analysts attribute this to reduced demand for respiratory products post-pandemic, along with global inflationary pressures that continue to impact the medical device sector. Earlier in the year, FPH had been a standout performer, but recent market forces have led to a slowdown in stock momentum. Investors remain cautious, awaiting the company's next quarterly report to determine whether this trend will persist. That's it for today's top stories on NZAI News. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay informed on all the latest in New Zealand's financial markets. Please remember to do your own proper research before making any investment decisions, and the contents of this video may or may not be wrong and should be considered my opinion, not factual information. See you next time. This video was made using Veed.io. Need a powerful yet easy-to-use video editing tool? Try Veed.io. Whether you're creating content for YouTube, social media, or a professional presentation, Veed.io has all the tools you need, right in your browser. No need to download complex software. Trim, edit, add subtitles, and even use automatic translations with just a few clicks. Perfect for creators, entrepreneurs, and anyone looking to bring their video projects to life. Start editing today at Veed.io.